Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Just realised I've been muted for the last few minutes. Whoops. Never mind. Happy Monday, everyone. Oh, right. So this is it. This is what's going to probably go a long way towards deciding what is going to be the sort of future. Am I going to stick with Flight Sim 2024 moving forward, or are we going to have to regress back to Flight Sim 2020? So we've got the Fenix tonight. We're on VATSIM tonight. We've got FSLTL live traffic models. That's one of those brand new hover A380s. Have you seen those? They're awesome. Just pulling into the background. We know that the model matching is not going to be perfect. FSLTL have told us that, but still, it's better than nothing. It does look a little bit strange, that, doesn't it? The scenery that I've got is just some freeware scenery as well for Dusseldorf. This is a brand new route. Pleased to see that Easyjet are branching out into more airports, as always. Gives us other things to do. Yeah, they are... this is a real-world flight. I think it doesn't actually begin until May next year, but... that's going to be I thought we'd preview this tonight, heading up to one of my favourite airports, Edinburgh. The scenery for Edinburgh from Peerage version 2 is fantastic. Jacob, it's the A380H, that's the one. Yeah, welcome on board, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. So many channel members coming in as well to kick us off. Hey, Dr. Magic, Vince, Wings of Metal here as well. Richard Wasps, good evening. J-Hogs in the chat. DC Kirk, Chris Hogg, hey Chris, good to see you. Brian, good evening as well, mate. Great to have you on board. And Brian celebrating 34 months of channel membership, getting close to 3 years indeed. Thank you so much, mate. And Clever Trevor's also in the chat. Welcome to everyone also watching over on Twitch. And Amagos says, has 2024 been largely smoothed out? Oh no, I definitely wouldn't go that far. But this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Hey, Bobwell, this is definitely going to be interesting because we've got the, as I say, we've got Fenix, VATSIM. This is pretty much everything that I would have running when in 2020 when we were doing our real ops flights. So we shall see if we can replicate those. I will just kick off the stream as well, as Paul has just said. I've not actually seen any information on this, Paul, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to go into it. But yes, a thought for the cargo aircraft crash a little bit earlier on today. So I don't want to speak anymore about that, but obviously thoughts with everybody involved there. I do believe one fatality as well. Right, as I've not seen anything about that, I don't want to comment any further on it, but do want to certainly mark that. Okay, let's have a look now. A neat feature that I've just discovered. This is I've been messing around today in the sim with VATSIM, and I thought I got GSX installed. Turns out I don't think I have. I can't see an option up here. I don't think GSX is running. I don't actually say anything in the community folder if GSX is in. I don't think it does it? I thought I'd installed it and got it all there. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? We'll not bother with GXX anyway. I'd like to do away with it, but we might not be able to just yet. So this is a freeware Dusseldorf airport that I've got in, so that's why it looks all very, very clean. It's not perfect, but it's free. FlightSim.to. It seems to have loaded in, seems to be working, and I'm really looking forward as well tonight to doing a night flight, because the night textures, the night lighting, the starlights, etc. are much, much improved. So looking forward to seeing that on our flight tonight. But yeah, check this out. So if I bring up the tablet, which I'm starting to really like this, by the way. Look at this. This is traffic. This is VATSIM traffic, and I'm really starting now to think that, you know, we're coming a long way. Navigraph has got some composition. Obviously, we use SimBrief, and Navigraph with their AirAC cycle is, you know, that's quite important. But this is really good. So happy about this. This is us. This is our taxi chart and etc. where we are. But yeah, then we've got other traffic that we can actually see. So really cool seeing that as well. Adam, any issues with lots of frame rates with the Fenix after around 20 minutes? Not what I've discovered, but if that is an issue, we will probably discover that together this evening, won't we? So there we are. Brian says you have to initiate it one time only, and the GSX installer there's a 24 drop down. Oh, Brian, I didn't do that. That'll be why. In that case, I've updated it for 2020. We'll do that for next time. Anyway, let's not worry too much about that. This is a real ops flight, so we're going to go through and do all our stuff as per usual, as we'd have to do in the real world. So starting with our, we'll get our operational flight plan up. We'll have a look through that. Grab some ATIS. We're meant to push back in a minute. That's not going to happen. Pilot brief. There we go. So we're in the 320 today. We've got chocolates, which is lovely. We've got a right. So not going to throw any extra fuel on that. I think we're pretty stuck for that. Are we? Are we underloaded? Let me just have a quick look. Oh no, we can take a bit more fuel. We can take a bit more fuel if we needed it. We'll check out the weather, see what's going on. So I think my alternates have changed. That is, I don't even know where that is, but that's not an alternate Easyjet would use. I'd be looking to go to Glasgow or Aberdeen or Newcastle, Inverness to push. But yeah, here we go. We're off 2-3 left tonight. 522 miles, and we'll have a look at our weather. Plug fuel, as we've just said. This scroll bar doesn't seem to be working very well. Plug fuel is about 6 tons. CNR is 2.2. I'll double check some of the other alternates because I'm not happy about that. Let's have a look at the flight log. Here it is. So there's no terrain that's going to bother us this evening, so that's all fine. You can tell that this is still experimental. This isn't perfect, not by a long shot, not yet anyway. Forecast for Edinburgh. Oh, it's quite windy, gusting 28, and forecast later gusting up to 30. So that could be interesting. Jacob, I think it is Teesside. It's not one that I would usually fly to. So that's cool. Yeah, we've got Teesside there. What any of the other alternates, or is it just giving us Teesside? Oh, we've got Glasgow. That's fair. That'd be my main choice. Prestwick, it can handle it, but again, wouldn't go there. There's not many facilities there for us. So airport data. Yeah, this is what I'm after. So if I'm going to use plug fuel for our alternate, and if we choose that to be Glasgow, we can take a little bit less if we're planning on Glasgow. If we're planning on Newcastle, it's about the same. So actually Newcastle's a good shout then. We'll use Newcastle as the alternate if we needed it. I've had a quick look through the note times. There's nothing there for us tonight, so that's fine. Wind information, that's okay. Company note times, don't need to worry about that. We've got our flight plan. Let's have a quick look through the weather chart. So this is our route tonight. And coming in over the Humber, that should look nice. I wonder if the Humber Bridge is modelled. And then we've got some, we've also got some weather to watch out for. So icing up to 21. They've got some icing in the descent as well. Typical for this time of year. The jet stream is not in our favour either tonight. And yeah, the weather barbs, they're okay. Nothing regarding significant turbulence or shear rate, anything like that, so that's alright. Holt says, is the tablet still buggy? Yes, it is. We'll forgive them for it though. I mean, how long's the sim been out? It's not even been a week yet, has it? It's not even been a week, and they're on it. They're on it, and I look forward to seeing how that progresses. Adam says the Humber Bridge is indeed modelled. Wonder if it's lit up, and wonder if it'll be not cloudy enough that we'll actually be able to see it. So in terms of the fuel that we're going to take, then I'm going to take with the winds potentials for, you know, we go on. Let's take 6. We'll take 6.5 tons of fuel. So I'm going to nip on here, and we'll get that loaded. Actually, I've also got the FB on my tablet as well. So if I just keep the OFP on there, and I'll use my external tablet to load everything. But as you can see, the frame rates are looking okay. It's not looking bad at all. If we're on, so I'm quite happy with that. So ground services, mass and balance. GSX isn't going to work, obviously, so we'll not use that. We're going to take 6.5 tons of fuel. We will apply that load in a moment, and yeah, we'll tell the cabin crew in a moment that we're ready to go. We're using Entourage tonight for our cabin crew, and yeah, let's let them know. Hey Caroline, we're all set up if you want to start welcoming passengers on board, and then we'll get going as soon as we can. Right, so hopefully the entourage is working for us. Let's get some ATIS. Need to find the frequency for that. One 3213. No, it isn't. 12378. Oh, seems like the entourage doesn't want to work tonight. Interesting.
Automated weather message. Expect vectors for ILS approach runway 23 right. Runways in use 23 left and 23 right.
Ah.
Transition level 70. Wind 210 degrees 9 knots.
Okay,
Cab
Captain.
okay.
We'll start welcoming the passengers.
Temperature 9, 2.8. QNH 1009.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Trend,
welcome aboard
nose,
Easyjet UK flight
attention.
2511.
Departure frequency for all departing aircraft is long and radar on.
Delighted to have you with us today.
121.355. Dusseldorf information Delta. Out.
Right, I need to disable air traffic control in Microsoft Flight
Dusseldorf
Simulator.
information Delta. Met report time 1920 Zulu.
Hang on.
Automated weather message. Expect vectors for ILS approach runway 2.
Obviously, you get an ATC from both the simulator and ATC from VATSIM. I don't want that. Where can we turn that off then? Hang on. Is that on sound? You would expect. Alright, anyone know where we turn air traffic control off? It's not going to be on graphics, is it? Language? ATC language? That's not on. Brendan says, yeah, cabin crew will only answer if I speak to Toby. Is it under, is it character voices? Assistances? So, piloting assistance, visual assistance, realism, ATC. Oh, that's off. ATC is off. AI radio communications, they're off. Huh. Well, that's upsetting. Is it in character voices? Where would that be then? Is that back in sounds? Or is it this? Sound character voice. So if I turn this down, is that it? Is it gone now? Hopefully that's it. There we are. Okay, thanks guys. Appreciate that. Save and go back. And resume. Lovely. What was the Q&A then? 1009, and we're expecting our departure is off 23 left and 23 right, so it could be either of those. Okay, and so our turnaround state, we've got we're on the overhead, etc. Check on that. We've got the fuel pumps are off. External power is powering us at the moment. APU is off. Got the ground control on. That's set to captain, which is great. Let's come down then. So 1009 is the QNH. Oh, wrong one. 1009. That's fine. We've got guard frequency. That's being monitored. Get rid of that. Switching thrust levers, engine master, motor selector. We've got spoilers, starts, parking brake. Squawking 2000. That's fine. Acupressure is not yet in the green. Get our constraints on up here. 1009. And I don't know what the initial climb is yet. I've not even checked the chart. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Refueling is currently underway. Make sure we've got seatbelt signs are off, of course, for that as passengers start to arrive. All right then. So let's go through and set her up. Would have been great if we'd got a weather radar, but no such luck. Alright, we've got 3 nav greens for the IRS. Aircraft status, air cycle is fine. We've got the correct engines installed. Let's do our init request. Wait for this to download, hopefully. Martin, I'm using TAA. The DLS, it doesn't matter what I try. All the text in the flight deck looks really blurry. And I hate that. So, no. I'm sticking with TAA. I can probably get better frame rates using something else. But, no. I'm happy with what we've got at the moment. Right, so we're going to be cruising today at 38,000 feet. Outside temperature is 46. Ground temperature as it sits is 9. The tropo is quite low today. That's quite accurate, so we'll leave that. And we'll do our wind request. We'll get that in. Emmanuel, you're more than welcome for the graphics side. It seems to be working all right for me. There's the graphics that I'm using tonight as well. Make sure that this is aligned for our parking stand tonight, which is Victor 70, 5 warp, 16, 6 north, and 45, 5 east. They're fine and aligned in agreement. So let's go with our departure. I'm expecting 23 left for departure. That is Sonep 7 Tango. Insert that. Looking forward to Edinburgh. I love the approach into Edinburgh. ILS 24, and that is the Agped arrival 1 Echo. No veer for that insert. So that is how many miles? 522. I've got 522 in the box as well, in my flight plan as well. So that's perfect. RadNav page. Okay, so let's just bring the tablet back up and have a look at some charts for this departure. Let me see. So we've got Dusseldorf VOR. That's auto-tuned anyway. This is our departure chart as well. We'll have a look at that in a bit more detail in a moment. So that's fine. I'm happy to go with the Dusseldorf VOR. I'll tune that in. Right, onto our init B. So for this, let's get rid of that and come over and make sure we've got our preliminary load sheet. How efficient. We've got 3 preliminary load sheets. Let's go for the latest one. There shouldn't be any change between them, to be fair. Clark, Easy34 Alpha Mike isn't a real call sign. No, it's not. That is because whilst we're flying a real flight that Easyjet have just announced they're going to start doing from, I think it's May next year, we're using our channel default call sign, which is Easy34 Alpha Mike tonight. So 048 is going to be 60.1. Oops. That's not right. 60.1. Zero fuel weight C of G is 32.8. Get that in the box. And scribble these down for our takeoff performance in a bit. So we've got 32.8. We've got a takeoff C of G of 31. And fuel for our alternate is 1.2. I'll get us to Newcastle nicely. Hit the flight planning button. We are taking 6.5 tons. Blizzard, good evening, my friend. It says, finally caught you live. Watch the videos and listen to you every time. Really glad to hear that, Blaze. Thank you. And hopefully you'll learn even more during the live stream. Any questions, you know where we are. Right, block fuel is 5.6. We're taking 6.5, which gives an extra 25 minutes of flight time, holding time, etc. And a takeoff weight of 66.4. Now, 66.4 is it's a couple of tons above our max landing weight. So if we had to arrive, we'd be overweight for landing. If we had to arrive, if we had to come back after an emergency, we'd be overweight for landing. So just bring that into the brief in a little bit. Okay, so that's done. Let's do our takeoff performance calculations then. Right, let's bring this tablet back up for that. So 2-3 left, dry, flaps 1. No need to force target, anti-ice, there's no rain or anything like that. If I just double check what was the weather, broken 1,700 feet, and our thrust reduction acceleration altitude here is below that, so we don't need anti-ice. Or packs will be off as normal. Takeoff weight is 664. And our C of G, as we just noted down, is 31. with a decimal point. There we go. Intersection data. Right, let's see what we can do with that, because I don't know Dusseldorf. It's a brand new airport for Easyjet. So let's just have a look at the airport. Look at the ground chart. See what we've got. Doesn't change in a moment. There we are. So if we are doing 2, 3 left, that's this one. If we plan for, if we've got the option of Lima 4, that would be grand. Yeah, so we've got Lima 4 as an option in here. Oh, we've got Lima 3. Well, we'll take Lima 3 then. That'll be fine. That'll work for us. Right, so we've got 32, 32, 36. Hey, Christian's in the chat. Hi, Christian. Good to see you. This must be nice, flying from a German airport for you. And it's going to be a real flight as well in a few months. Flex 61. Okay, let's have a look at our engine out acceleration. So it is. Oh, it's noise abatement. That's cool. It's noise abatement 1 here. Nice. So 1138, 3138. Don't often do this either, so lots of new stuff happening tonight. Next, engine out acceleration 1138. Yeah, that's just confirmation that there's not really too much terrain around us. It's just they don't like noise in Germany. Secondary flight plan there. We'll get the engine out procedure in, which is standard 1700 feet left to BAM. So I'm scribbling this down because we'll need it for the brief later on. So secondary flight plan. Copy active. And just pop BAM in there. BAM, we're done. I'm assuming it's the one 16 miles out. Enter the hold and 251 left turns. New destination then, which would be back here. And 2-3, I think they're using 2-3 right for arrivals now. No star. Is BAM a veer? Yes it is, so we'll use that. And then we can check that up here and see what that looks like. It's weird not having my actual hardware working, so just check that. Yeah, there we go. So it's a takeoff, left turn, hold at BAM, and then there's the go around and the arrival back in. Lovely. So I think we're ready for a brief. Before we do that though, let's check we're going to brief the right stuff. We'll contact air traffic control, get our clearance, and see what's what. There's a lot of traffic on the ground today, so there might be a bit of a delay. 12178. Let's see what's happening. Dusseldorf's clearance, good evening, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, A320 stand Victor 70 with information Delta requesting Alpha clearance to Edinburgh.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, Dusseldorf delivery, hello, information Echo, clear to destination is filed via Sonep 7 Tango departure, flight plan route, climb via SID 5000 feet, squawk 2003.
Cleared via the Sonep 7 Tango departure, runway 23 left, initial climbs 5000 via the SID, and squawk is 2003, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, and we'll copy information Echo.
Easyjet sim pilot readback correct, and startup approved, and when you're ready, contact ground 121.605. Have a nice evening, bye bye.
Startups is approved, and then we'll contact ground. Thanks so much for the service. Easy 34 Alpha Mike. Good night. Right, 2003 for the squawk. That's great. Everything that's in the box is what we've been given. Let's pull up the charts, and our initial climb is 5,000 feet via the SID. and we'll look what we're going to do, and we'll brief everything. So, if...
Postman 506 ready for push.
Let's get rid of that.
Postman 5.
We've obviously been cleared to start engines. Would we get pushback here? I don't know. There's a lamp in the way. So I think a push might be a good idea. Stand next to us probably wouldn't need one, but as there appears to be a lamp there, I would prefer pushing back because I would clip that. I would clip that wing. I don't want to do that. Right, so let's brief our flight then. So let's grab the charts up. We'll go through everything. So starting with the weather and NOTAMs for today. No NOTAMs of note, and we've got pretty good weather. We've got icing conditions on the way up and on the way down, so be aware of that. It's windy as well in Edinburgh, so that could be good fun. But nothing en route that we probably need to let the cam crew know about. Should be pretty stable once we're airborne and up there. Aircraft is fully serviceable with the parts from the weather radar, of course. Sadly. So let's brief the taxi, the departure, then we'll go through over any threats. So we're parked over here on the apron just down there, so I expect we'll taxi on the sort of Lima 7, then probably onto either Tango or Mike, depending on what they're doing. I would imagine it might be Tango all the way to the end, and then onto Mike because we've got aircraft arriving and coming off here. So I don't know, I don't fly Dusseldorf, it's brand new. We've planned departures from Lima 3, so obviously that means we can do Lima 3, Lima 2, Lima 1, etc. And then expect it, well we're going out on 2-3 left. So that's straightforward, nice long runway, 45 meters, etc. So let us have a look at the departure chart, which is still trying to navigate my way around this tablet. Give that a second to load. Talk about, do you need to put in the takeoff shift into the performance page? No, you don't. In the olden days when the aircraft didn't have GPS, yes you did, if you were going to not take off from the end of the runway, if you were doing an intersection departure. But we've now got GPS, which mitigates that. You don't need to do it. If, however, the GPS failed, you can fly without GPS, then yes, you would need to do it, otherwise the aircraft wouldn't know 100% happy where it is. Right, Vinny, is this sim charts? Yes, it is. This is, for me, this is the best thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The charts are free, and it is worldwide, and it is amazing. Right, so we're going to take off. The first turn is to the right. It's 600, when we're above 600 feet. Right turn, and then we're tracking all the way up to 248 Uckham, and climbing via the SID, sign up. Initial climb, they've given it as flight level 5. In fact, it's, yeah, altitude 5,000 feet. That's also transition level as well. MSA as we depart is 2-4, so that's a pretty straightforward departure as well. There are no speed restrictions. That's a lie, there are speed restrictions. Hang on then. So we've got a speed restriction here at 235 of 190 knots. So let's just go down to the box, check that out. Performance 193. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, we are going to leave that in managed speed then. That'll be flaps 1. We'll leave flaps 1 up, and I don't envisage getting those up until after we've passed 253. Once we've passed 253, then we're safe. We can clean up and go. Yeah, so just leave everything in managed mode. It's also actually quite handy because it's noise abatement 1 departure as well, so we're going to be pitched up anyway. Anything else to check? Don't think so. I think that's all going to be fine. Just checking the flight routine does make sense. So yeah, we've got 230, 235, 248. Then we've got Uckham down and sorry. Perfect. Cool, okay, so let me just get the parking chart back up, so when we get our information on that, we know where it is we're actually going. This one here, hopefully, give that a sec to load. There we are. So we're actually we're right down here. We're Victor 70. There we are. Cool, right, let's get the EPU on. Hey guys, we're all done with refueling and we're finished. The ground crew have also finished, so if you want to get the cabin sorted and prepared, we'll be pushing back very shortly. Let the cabin crew know what's happening. APU's confirmation that that is all ready. Start button. Fuel on board 6.5 tons. Make sure that's balanced. Yeah. Fuel pumps can come back on. Seatbelt signs on. Mark says he's loving the new tablet. I am. I really like the new tablet. We've got a video coming out on it shortly. It's great. Really, really good. The Neo Tree, no, they're not Navigraph. Microsoft Flight Simulator has done a deal with Lufthansa, and the Lido charts are included for free. It's incredible. Christian says Mark also loves veggie stuff, so that doesn't say much. APU's available, fantastic. So with that done, we can disconnect the external power. Just give this a minute, let the fumes out, then we get the APU bleed on. Another minute, we get the pack on. Philip, I've not got the Just Sim Dusseldorf, so, which is why this is looking a little bit bland, but that's okay. Lucky, is there still a reason not to pay for Navigraph? I am going to discuss this in an upcoming video, probably tomorrow. At the moment, yes, but for how long? Right, let's get over to ground frequency because we're pretty much ready to go. I just need to check how boarding is doing. We shouldn't be far off, I don't think. Oh no, I've still got. I'm still waiting for 6 more people. But the baggage is loaded. Come on, you slow people. Averti, are the servers running better? They seem to be. They definitely seem to be. Hey, Jonty Scotland's in the chat. Hey, Jonty. Cloverox, is the new V-Pilot working well? This is the first flight I've done on VATSIM in Flight Sim. In fact, this is the first everything I've done in Flight Sim 2024. So this is the first time we've been in the Fenix, first time we've had FSLTL traffic, first time we've been on VATSIM, so it's all brand new. 02411, what's wrong with your Thrustmaster? Let me see if I can help. I've not got GSX in DJ Arch. I tried to install it, mucked it up, so we'll sort that. One thing about FSLTL traffic models is all aircraft hover. That will be fixed in due course, I'm sure. Come on, one more passenger to go. Aircraft is loaded. Fantastic. Let's get the doors closed. Yeah, Christian, that's what I was going to say. That's the problem. The throttle axis just needs remapping. So let's contact ground. What frequency are you on these days? Ground frequency is 121,605. Lost Trucker FSLTL seems to be working with the exception of landing gear, yes, so far. I have seen some aircraft with landing gear, so it's not all of them either.
Your wings 8 Echo, taxi to holding point, runway 23 left via Papa 1, Mike, and Lima 1.
Takeoff weight on the final loader sheet 664, that's fine.
Taxi to holding point 23 left via Papa 1, Mike, Lima 1, your wings 8 Echo.
32.8 and 31, spot on. Everything is loaded exactly as we wanted. Dusseldorf ground, good evening, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, stand Victor 70 as ready for push and start.
Easy34 Alpha Mike, Dusseldorf ground, very good evening. When clear of the British Airways, Airbus A319 behind, pushback and startup approved, face north.
When clear of the British Airways behind us, we are clear for push and start and facing north. Easy 3-4 Alpha Mike. Right, so we are going to have to
Ground hello, Lufthansa
utilize
3 Charlie X-ray stand Alpha 0.
the tablet for pushback. So we get a beacon light on.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-ray Düsseldorf ground, guten Abend, pushback is approved, facing north.
Transponders on.
3 Charlie X-ray pushback approved, facing north.
Acupressure's still not greened, so we'll just give that a bit of a help.
Ground hello, Eurowings 6902, escape Bravo 02, request push.
Eurowings 6902, Dusseldorf
There we go.
ground, guten Abend, stand by shortly due to inbound traffic, call you back.
Right, I never use the ground services for pushback, but just confirm then.
Eurowings
Cockpit preparation
contact
checklist.
Tower
Aircraft
118,
acceptance has been
305,
completed.
bye-bye.
Fuel quantity is 6.5 and
118,
balanced.
305,
It is 3.5 grams bar of Q0 is 1009 and 110 feet.
Postman 596, request taxi.
And the before start checklist.
Postman
Parking brake is on,
596,
takeoff
taxi
data.
via Tango Lima 4.
We need to
hold
confirm
short
that
of
now
Mike.
with the
Tango
new
Lima 4, hold short
checklist.
Mike. Postman 596.
132, 132, 136 confirmed. Windows are closed. PEDs are in flight mode. Doors are closed and armed. Beacon light is on. Lovely. Right, let's see if we can push back using the tablet then. So remove our chocks and cones. GPU is removed. Connect the tug.
Seabird 946, is there a problem?
Nothing behind us.
Seabird 946, das war super leise, ich habe leider nichts verstanden.
Sorry, Microsoft simulator seems to be frozen. We're working on a solution.
Roger.
Okay, noticeable steering is disconnected, parking brakes released. Alright then, so engine mode selector to ignition, starting engine 1.
Postman 596, behind the Eurowings, Airbus A320 on Mike, from left to right, taxi to holding point runway 23 left, via Lima 4, Mike and Lima 2.
Dear guests,
Wir haben the Eurowings A320 in front of me from left to right, from left to right, via Lima 4, Mike, and Lima 2 to holding point
My name is
123
Caroline,
left.
and I am your lead flight
Postman
attendant.
596.
Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues, Lisa, Tom, Sarah, and Mike. Our estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour and 22 minutes. Now for your safety, please pay attention to the following important information. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle. Please keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated.
GSX
as
does
you may
push back far
experience
better than I
turbulence.
do, to be fair.
In the unlikely event of a loss
Postman
of cabin
596,
pressure,
contact Tower 118, decimal
oxygen will
305,
down
bye-bye.
above you.
118 305, Postman 596.
Oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure.
Okay, we'll set parking brake there.
Austin 1 Lima November, crossing to left into
This
Lima 6.
aircraft has 8 emergency exits.
Parking brake
Austin
is
1
set.
Lima November, Düsseldorf ground,
Starting
guten
engine
Abend,
2.
taxi to gate Alpha 13 via Mike and Papa 3.
Maybe behind you.
Alpha 13 via Mike and Papa 3 aus GN1 Lima November, vielen Dank.
In the event of an emergency landing on water, remove the vest from
And Düsseldorf ground is the 273, we are ready for taxi.
waist. Inflate the vest by
Easyjet 2743, taxi to holding point runway 23 left via Romeo, correction, via Papa 4, Mike and Lima 2.
Taxi to holding point runway
Okay, so we're just waiting for engine 2 to
via
start.
Papa 4, Mike and Lima 2 for Easy 273.
Eurowings 6902, when clear of the inbound Austrian, Airbus A320 pushback and startup approved, facing east on Tango between Papa 2 and Papa 3.
Hopefully the cabin crew is from Sane Tensions. And their entourage add-on, which is really cool.
The traffic is in sight. Eurowings 602.
Right, engine number 2 is happy as well.
Hello, Lufthansa 470 heavy.
Okay, so we've got good engine start. Let's
Lufthansa 470 heavy, Dusseldorf ground, guten Abend. We expect stand Victor 41 Alpha, taxi via Mike,
Adjust not required.
Papa 4.
Lufthansa 470, expect stand Victor 41 Alpha,
0.
taxi via Mike, hold short of Papa 4.
Flaps 1. And trim. Oh, I can't work. I need to rebind my controls for that.
Dusseldorf ground, Lufthansa 130, ready to push and start Charlie 1.
Lufthansa 1.
Nice, so as I don't know where I'm going, we're going to do the flight checks here.
New. North on Papa
Full
4.
left. Full right.
Roger, push and start full face north on Papa 4. Lufthansa 130.
Full down. Neutral rudder. Full right.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-ray, request taxi.
And neutral. After start checklist, anti-ice off.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-ray, taxi to holding point, runway 23 left, via Lima 5, Mike and Lima 2.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-ray via Lima 5, Mike and Lima 2 to holding point, runway 23 left.
Ground Easy 34 Alpha Mike is ready for taxi.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, taxi via Lima 7, hold short of Mike.
Lima 7, hold short of Mike, Easy 34 Alpha Mike. So, we're going to taxi down here.
Lufthansa 470 behind the Easyjet, Airbus A320, joining Mike from the right via Papa 4. Taxi to holding point, runway 23, correction, taxi to stand Victor 41 Alpha via Mike, Lima 5 and Tango.
Weather radar, make sure all of those are on.
Lufthansa 470 behind the Easyjet from our right, taxi to stand Victor 41 Alpha via Mike, Lima 5, Tango.
Right, romantic mood lighting is now set. Bernard, don't worry too much about the ground textures at this airport. It is a freeware airport. I've not got... oh, why is the tiller not working? Oh, it is. There we go. Didn't think it was working there. Yeah, it's a freeware airport. It's not a... not like a major payware series, so it might not look as good as you expect it to. But there's definitely something going on with the lights. All the airport lights are ridiculous. The taxi lights, even default airports, even non-default airports are very, very bright. But mate, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. So we'll hold here short of Mike as instructed. Then we'll run the checklist, the ped checks, etc. whilst we're taxiing down the long straight bit of taxiway. So we are now here. In fact, if I change charts, I think...
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, taxi to holding point, runway 23 left via Mike, Lima 1.
Taxi holding point, runway 23 left via Mike and Lima 1. Easy 34 Alpha Mike.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-ray, contact tower 118.3.
And Lima 1 right at the very end then.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-ray, contacting tower 118 T05. Dankeschön, ciao.
Hold man slow and steady.
2743, the same for you, contact tower 118.305, bye-bye.
Mark, if you remind me when we're airborne, I'll get rid of that silly thing for you. I can get rid of that heart thing. Okay, so a quick pet check. No change to our
calling, your
performance.
transmission was broken.
Got a normal flex departure, and engine out procedure is standard. Straight out, above 1700 feet, left hand
Airport
turn.
264 Dusseldorf ground, hello, welcome
Hold
to
at the bow, holding
Taxi
point
to gate
4,000 feet.
Bravo 03 via Lima 7,
Departure
Romeo,
is
Papa
Solid 7
4
Tango,
and
right
Tango.
turn passing 600 feet, noise abatement 3,
Taxi
managed
to
speed for everything, got a speed restriction to begin
via
with,
Lima 7
and the
Romeo,
initial
Papa
climb
4
is
Tango, Aircraft
5,000.
Thank you for the control.
Yeah, Mark, I can get rid of that, I just need to remember to do it. I have to do it every time as well, which is really annoying. Okay, taxi checklist then. Flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1. FMA is we've got 132 blue, 136 magenta, climb now blue, 152, 5000 blue. The mask caution, cancel that. Good to see that simism's carried through into the new simulator with us.
Your wings 5 November Echo Dusseldorf ground, hello.
Radar and bridge
For
on
your
engine mode
route
selection
Enroute
is
clearance,
normal.
contact delivery on 121.780.
You get my
bis gleich.
takeoff no blue, AFP is stowed.
117 over you, Echo.
Christian, that was nothing to do with me. I've not done anything to it yet. I'll do that when we're in the cruise. If you're here with us and enjoying the stream tonight, guys, please do me a favour, hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. So
Dusseldorf
thank
ground,
you
good
for that.
evening. Pushback approved, face north.
It's a nice straightforward taxi this. We'll have to come to Dusseldorf more often if Easyjet are going to start flying to it. We're also going to start flying to Londonderry as well.
Easyjet 34 Alpha Mike, contact tower 118.305. Enjoy your stream, bye bye.
118305, thanks so much for the service. Good night, Easy 34 Alpha Mike.
Eurowings 6902, request taxi.
Eurowing 6902, taxi to holding point runway 2.
Just need some lights on aircraft that are departing as well. Maybe some cabin lights or something. Tower, good evening, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, taxiing via Mike.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, Tower, hello.
Eurowings 3 Yankee Zulu vacate to runway.
Elliot, MMT, I would say
Thanks, Yankee Zulu.
it is a lot better since launch. Yes.
This one for Echo Delta 722 from the runway runway 23 right, Lieutenant. Lufthansa 482 Delta Children, runway 23 right.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please. Christian has been a member for 45 months. Wow.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Legend, Christian, thanks so much for that. Why are we veering off? Ah, that's interesting. Not quite sure what's happening there. Whenever I added a bit of engine thrust, it just... I wonder if that other axis is linked to something. Hope not. Shouldn't be. You just have a quick look at the flight control page. In a moment. We want to
Charlie X-5 from the runway 23 left, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie X-Ray, cleared for takeoff to 3 left. Dankeschön, ciao.
Hello, Tower, hello, Wing 6902, Mike, fully ready.
Wing 6902, Tower, hello. Wing 7, Papa November, 223 from the runway 23 right, Lieutenant.
Interesting.
Runway 23 right, clear to land, Eurowing 7 Papa November.
Hopefully it doesn't affect us in the air. But yeah, just had a little bit of power then. You saw us like roll over to the left, which isn't the norm. Unless you're doing a single engine taxi. But we're not tonight.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Delta, vacate the runway now. Lufthansa 4 Echo Delta currently on Kilo 3. Roger. Showing 9575, cross runway 23 left on the other side, contact ground 12160 bye.
Cross runway 23 right. Correction 23 left, runway stand 575.
Let's turn these up a little bit.
Düsseldorf Tower, schönen guten Abend, der Berlin 3145, eine 23 right.
Don't need
Berlin 3145, Tower, hello.
Tony's in the chat
247.
from on the tower. That's awesome.
Line up on a
Very busy night. Christian, yeah, you can do that, can't you? You can check the controls when in flight now, which is really good.
For Echo Delta, cross runway 23 left on the other side, contact ground 11605, bye-bye.
Is the terrain radar working?
Lufthansa 4 Echo Delta, crossing runway 23 left, deep approach, and 12160,
Ooh, I wonder if it's
bye-bye, have a good night.
In that case, we're not going to Innsbruck.
Eurowings 7 Papa November, runway is vacated on Kilo 3.
Eurowings 7 Papa November, roger.
Hey Benedict, thanks for the sub.
Easy 2473, event 220 from the runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff, bye-bye.
Clear takeoff on runway 23 left, so easy 270.
See, I quite like the look of the lighting here, but it's just it's almost like just the big glow around all the bulbs. It just needs reducing a bit. And it's much brighter on the blue lights than anything else.
Evelyn 3145 and 220 1 the runway 23 right, clear to land.
Runway 23 right, clear to land, Evelyn 3145.
I do like the steam and smoke and things coming out of various chimneys and factories.
Going 6902, line up on way 23 left.
Starting up 23 left, 6902.
So I think, as I showed you earlier, if I bring this chart up... Oh, it's not showing the... it's not actually showing the other traffic on this one. Only certain charts will show you. Yeah, we'll show you various other traffic. Some will, some won't. This one won't.
Going 3 Yankee Zulu, cross runway 23 left, on the other side, contact ground 12160, bye-bye.
Cross runway 23 right, on the other side, contact ground on 121.605, Eurowings 3 Yankee Zulu. Have a nice evening.
Hopefully we'll get out then after the Eurowings that's coming in. Clover Rocks, mate, thank you so much. Gifting 5 Easyjet Simpilot channel memberships to our community.
7 Papa November, cross runway 23 left, on the other side, contact ground 12160, bye-bye.
Flight Sim Ops, this is FSLTL model matching,
Cross
that's right.
23 left, on the other side, contact ground on 121.605, Eurowings 7 Papa November. Schönen Abend, gute Arbeit.
Thanks, Sven.
Sven, we've got not the landing lights off. We'd have those off at the minute anyway.
Hello, Eurowings 21 Zulu, ILS 2 right.
Because we're not moving, we turn the taxi lights off.
Hello.
Don't have them on when you're stationary. Particularly here at the threshold, you know, when you're blinding pilots landing. Do miss... yeah.
Düsseldorf Tower, schönen guten Abend.
Can't wait till we've got some more lights.
Papa Lima on ILS 23 right.
On AI
Thanks,
aircraft.
Papa Lima Tower, hello.
That would be nice. Thank you for the new subs and follows, guys. Great to have you on board this evening. I do think nighttime Bernard looks far better.
6902, then 2208.
Far better in 2024 than it does in 2020. No radar is working. Look. Can just see it here. Just took a moment to load in. Yeah, Clover Ox definitely just needs taking down, doesn't it? The bloom or boom or whatever they call it. Just needs dropping a bit. Default weather, Emmanuel. I don't think there are any weather add-ons for the sim just yet.
EC3 for Alpha Mike, line up runway 23 left.
Line up and wait, runway 23 left, easy, 34 Alpha Mike. Okay, now we give the line up. We got all our lights on. There we
Dusseldorf Tower,
go.
Gude, Scandinavian 3 Papa Whiskey, ILS 26
Everything's
3
on.
right. Scandinavian 3 Alpha
TCAS.
3 Papa Whiskey Tower.
And the packs are off. Okay, lineup checklist. Look at all of these coming in. That is
Going
brilliant.
21 Zulu, wind 22, from the runway 23 right, little land.
Cabin secured for takeoff. Takeoff
Future
runway
record
full
line
length
here,
23 left. TCAS TA RA packs 1 and 2 both off. So obviously TCAS is working. That is brilliant. Look at the spacing as well. Absolutely spot on. So kudos to the controllers tonight. I am looking forward to my first nighttime flight in the sim. I don't think the external lights though are working on the aircraft, so if we sort of looked outside you wouldn't see the strobe lights of all the other aircraft, which makes spotting aircraft difficult obviously at night. See our strobe lights there reflecting off the ground.
Tower, Lufthansa 130, holding short of Lima 2. Lufthansa 130, Tower, hello.
Okay, so just a reminder, it's turn to the right 600 feet, everything in managed mode, speed restriction, and noise abatement 1 departure.
Can you repeat that for Lufthansa 130? I just said hello. Okay.
I tell you what, I am getting much better FPS in the Fenix aircraft than I am the Inabels A320, which is quite incredible when you think about it.
EC3 for Alpha Mike and 2 to the case 10 knots, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff, bye bye.
Clear for takeoff 23 left, easy, 34 Alpha Mike, bye bye.
Hello, you're Wing 7 Fox for Lima, ILS
50%.
Wing 7 Fox for Lima, Tower, hello.
Oh, there's that engine thrust causing us issues with the
This is the 130
left
line
turn.
up, runway 23 left.
Okay, one flex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue, Jesus, what's happening here? 100 knots. Not sure what's causing that, but I don't like it. We've also got man thrust shown, so let's go with Toga. Rotate.
Wing 4 Papa Lima and 220, here's 10 knots, runway 23 right, little land.
You're 4 Papa Lima,
Positive
clear to
line gear
land, 23 right.
There's definitely something affecting that left engine. Sorry, the right engine.
Berlin 3145, cross runway 23 left on the other side, 121,605, bye bye.
Crossing runway 23 left on the other side, 121,605, Berlin 3145, danke sehr.
Thrust climb. There's a key binding. Every time I move my thrust levers, the aircraft wobbles. So there's definitely something happening there. Autopilot 1's engaged.
Lufthansa 130 and 220, here's 10 knots, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff, bye bye. Roger, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 130. EC3 for Alpha Mike, there's an auto-enter from Dusseldorf, contact line and radar 121355, have a nice flight, bye bye.
121355, easy, 35 Mike, good night.
Just to 130 and 220, disregard, sorry. Scandinavian 3 Papa Whiskey, wind 220 is 10 knots, runway 23 right, Lieutenant. Scandinavian 3 Papa Whiskey, clear to land 23 right.
Berlin 4 Lima Tango, descend at 2,000 feet per minute or greater.
50,000.
2000 feet, trace
Mike radar, good evening, Easy34 Alpha Mike on the Son of 7 Tango reaching 5000.
First Jungs, Mike Hotel, connect director 128655, bye bye.
12865, showing that Mike Hotel.
Flap 0 spoilers to sound.
Easy34 Alpha Mike, Lang radar, hello, identified. Climb flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, Easy34 Alpha Mike. First climb, standard pressure, 160. Once we get into the cruise, I'm going to have a look at the key bindings to see if there's something wrong with the thrust levers, because it's affecting the control surface. As you saw, we weaved left, which is very off-putting. Definitely don't.
7 uniform X-ray, descent 5000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descent 5000 feet, QNH 1010, young 7 uniform X.
Okay, entering the clouds then, let's get the anti-ice on.
Reducing 220, young 7 uniform X-ray.
Angus says he had a problem with the rudder beam mapped to the twist axis, turning the sensitivity down on that axis seemed to solve it. The problem is whenever I put my... It's only engine number 2, I think. Engine number 1 doesn't seem to affect it. Engine number 2, it forces me over to the left, which you think it would do anyway, but not that much.
7 uniform X-ray, connect director 128655, bye bye.
Okay, so spoilers,
12865,
gear,
7 uniform X-ray, bye bye.
Lights will come off, those.
On 15 Charlie, reduce speed 220 knots.
Reducing speed 220 knots, got 15 Charlie.
55 Mike, contact Amsterdam 125750, bye bye.
10,000 feet.
We have now reached a safe altitude and you are welcome to use your electronic devices.
Radnet page, we can get that cleared out.
Easy 35 Mike, contact Amsterdam 125750, bye.
Enjoy your flight.
12575, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, good night.
On 15 Charlie, descent 5000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descent 5000, QNH 1010, got 15 Charlie.
Requesting left turn, KLM 91 Lima. 91 Lima, very good, turn left heading 220, cleared ILS 80 right.
Crossing at 0.
220.
Copy active.
Cleared ILS. Straight for the approach. 18 right.
Amsterdam radar, good evening, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, passing flight level 120 for flight level 160.
Hello, 34 Alpha Mike, Amsterdam, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250 for Easy 34 Alpha Mike. And 250 blue.
Oké, dan mij maar Lima. Ik begrijp dat u een beetje nieuw bent, maar even complimenten dat u erom vraagt. Ik was u inderdaad even vergeten, dus heel goed dat u dan even een seintje geeft. Hè? Dank u wel.
Tom and you'll definitely see us in Dusseldorf more often, particularly as the Orange Airline is coming there for real, so expanding their network.
Easy 46 Quebec Alpha, reduce your speed to 180 knots.
180 knots, point 46.
Easy to spot airports at a distance, isn't it, in the sim at the moment? Not quite sure what all this stuff is. I think it's the clouds reflecting off the aircraft at the other side, so I need to sort that out. Ellis, how's the performance compared to 2020? I think it's okay now. It was awful last week. Absolutely awful. Stefano says the airports can be seen from Mars at the moment. They are a little over the top, I grant you. You can't see them like this in real life. What's interesting is it's the taxiways. It's not even the runways that you can see. So I'm going to get up to cruise and then I'm going to try and sort my key bindings out because there's something strange going on. What's frustrating as well, I'm presuming that you guys are also like me. You really don't like the new control settings of Flight Sim 2024. One, they changed everything, and two, it just seems so difficult.
Contact Tower 119.230. Goed gedaan, tot ziens.
It was pretty straightforward, wasn't it?
Voor de zekerheid 11923 voor de keer
in 2020, but 2024 is a pain.
11923.
Simon,
Alpha
ever seen
46 Quebec Alpha, turn left heading 220, you cleared ILS 80 right.
FS Labs teaser video? Yes.
Left 220, clear ILS 18 right, Alpha 46 Quebec Alpha.
Are they too late though? Like Phoenix, they're going to be confined by the limitations of the sim.
19560, descend level 170, level Tabro.
170 level Tabro, Eurowings 156.
Ellis, you can go back to 2020 controls, but not for your hardware.
Easy 2743, climb level 380.
Level 380 for Easy 273.
Keith, how's my FPS? Seems okay.
Descending flight level 112 for the Foxtrot.
Hello there, Easy 57 Auto Zulu. I have some bad news. We're closing shortly, I'm afraid. So you may make the approach on discretion. Goodbye.
Yeah, they are. There's a video that I put up with my graphics settings. So
Easy 112 to right heading 090 for base. Descend to 2000.
And I think it looks okay.
090 and 2000, Easy 112.
Correct, the speed is yours, sir.
Seems to be doing
Thank you.
Dennis, will we be able to save areas instead of just streaming everything in the future? Yes, Dennis, we will. When we will, though, remains to be seen. I don't know when that will be. Not until, I would imagine, at least not
Get
until...
26 Mike, Amsterdam is closing shortly. You can make the approach...
The marketplace is open.
Schiphol approach is also closing shortly.
Copy that, KLM 26 Mike, thank you.
Sorry, I meant Schiphol Tower is closing shortly.
Goofy says that FPS is capped at 60, so the GPU isn't working 100% of the time. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alpha 46 Quebec Alpha, you're number 2, following a medium at 7 miles, contact tower 11923, bye.
Bit of wind.
Number 2, in contact tower 11923, Alpha 46 Quebec Alpha, good night.
Thomas, I've just turned up a little bit, hopefully that's a bit better for you.
Eurowings 4550 on, you're leaving my sector, free change approved, bye.
123.8,
GD, any information on when shared cockpit would be available?
Eurowings 1956, call Langham,
I have no idea.
128.555.
Langham 128.555, Alpha Listen, Eurowings 156.
That would be great to do.
In Germany.
A long haul with other people to take over.
I'm not really going to be Dutch Eurowings 156.
Okay, but it's a different country, so alright, bye-bye. Easy 112 to right heading 160, cleared ILS 80 right.
I think we're out of the clouds now.
Cleared
So
ILS 18 right, turn right 160, Easy 112.
David, mate, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. You're saying, how am I finding the new sim? Wasn't expecting the Phoenix to have that aircraft ready so soon. It is in an experimental state, as you say, David. This is my first flight in it. Shall we judge it together at the end? See how it gets on. I mean, at the moment, there's nothing different. Apart from a strange...
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, you may climb now to flight level 380. There is no further ATC in the next sector. The free change approved. Bye.
Climb now, flight level 380, and over to Unicorn. Thanks for the service, Easy 35 Mike. Good night.
Easy 2743, there is no further ATC. Amsterdam is closing. Free change approved. Bye.
Unicom for Easy 73, bye-bye.
Easy 112, u bent nummer 2, 4.5 miles behind a medium, tower 11923.
And over to you. Okay, so it's a little bit quieter now. Right, so we're in the climb, flight level 380 blue, that's all set. Join us, I'm going to fix a couple of things. I'm going to fix the banner, I'm going to get rid of that little, see if I can get rid of that little emoji thing that frustrates everybody. Let me just try and get rid of that for you.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, contact Amsterdam radar on 118.805.
That is ATC from say intentions. I'm going to turn that off, we don't need that. But let me just see if I can get rid of that little emoji for you if you're watching the chat on YouTube. Bear with me. Hopefully that has now gone. Let me see if I can fix the banner for you as well then. This is more maintenance than flying the real jet. Sorry, just sorting the banner out for everybody. Hopefully the banner works in the new sim. I think it does. Right, let me know if that's now working for you. Right, shall we have a look at some of these key binds, which you can now do without pausing the sim, which is a really good little trick. So, up here, there. What I don't like is, let me see, so it's this one here, isn't it? Let me see what we've got. Search by input. If I do that and then... Oh, well, I've just moved my thrust lever, it made no difference. I need to know what axis it is. That's the problem. Maurice, why did I turn off the packs? It's company SOPs. Not all aircraft, not all airlines do it, but you turn off the packs just so the engines have a bit more performance for takeoff. Saves a bit of money. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Christian says, click the cogwheel on the left. What, on this one? No, not this one. Not this one. Next to the control preset name. Oh, so it was this one. Duplicate, apply to all aircraft. Andy, it's L-axis X and L-axis Y. Yeah, oh no, I've got the problem is I've got the throttle mapped. I need to see what else it is controlling. Let's see. Christian, you want the general one? What, this one here? Or is it the hardware setting? If you've had a problem with this, Christian, I will try and follow through with your instructions, because this will be something that everybody else has an issue with. So we know it's L-axis X and L-axis Y. How do I search for those? Christian says expand the window to be bigger. Oh, hang on. Can we do that? Oh. No, I don't want any filters. Oh, hang on. Filters assigned. Ooh, right. Would that help? I can't actually make this window bigger, Christian. I can move it, but I can't make it bigger unless I pop it out. Hang on, I've just popped it out to a second screen. 1 minute. Right, it's now window mode. No, that didn't work. Tom, that's what I tried. I tried searching for input, then moving the lever, but it doesn't seem to recognise the axis, which is really frustrating. So, if I search for the input and then press a button or something, it finds it. It finds it absolutely fine. But it doesn't find an axis, which is the issue that I've got. Go back. Let's have a look. So, I mean, I've not actually got any of these saved. Can we find what's the name of the axis again? Is it L-axis Y and X? Oh, it might be this. It might be the brake. L-axis Z and Y. Do you know what? I'm going to get rid of the brakes on this. I don't have my brakes on my throttle coordinate anyway. It might be that, because that would make sense. Get rid of that. Did that do it? Right brake axis, get rid of that as well. Flaps, spoilers, no, they're fine because we do have those assigned. Throttle axis, it doesn't actually use this one, so this is the problem I had right at the start of the stream before I actually started. Throttle axis 0 to 100% used to work in Flight Sim 2020, doesn't work in Flight Sim 2024. It's throttle axis 1 and throttle axis 2 that you want, so I'm actually just going to get rid of that as well. Delete that. Oh, no, I think I've just deleted the wrong one. Damn. I need L axis Y, don't I, for throttle 2. Idiot. Okay, hang on then. Power management, throttle. Throttle axis 1, throttle axis 2, that needs to be L axis Y, doesn't it? Which is down here. It's amazing the plane's not tipped up. L axis Y. Yes, that's fine, because then it conflicts with 0 to 100%. We're going to get rid of that one. Which is this one here. Get rid of that. And now, I don't know what this is. Get rid of that as well, because that sounds dangerous. Anything that affects my throttle sounds dangerous when I don't want it to. So throttle axis 2, throttle axis 1. Right, go back and save. I think that's it. How do we save all that? Is that done yet? Should do it automatically, I think, shouldn't it? Good. Right. Well, we'll find out when we land, because if we land and when I cut the power to land and flare, we could veer off the runway. So that could be worth sticking around for and clipping. Adrian D, mate, thank you so much for your really, really kind super chat there, saying happy flying, going back in the game, struggling with the controls, but I'm hearing you. It is a pain. I don't understand why it's so difficult, but I just wish they'd been able to keep things as was. Tom says that has to be the most over-engineered assignment system ever. Lots of people have been asking me for a tutorial on it. I now understand why. I'll spend some time with that. But yeah, do you know what I do want to do? I want to assign my I'll tell you what I will have a look at. So I have my custom views. My custom views are all set up. These are working. These are just brought over from FlightSim 2020. And I like these views. I just heard a very strange noise there. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I like the views. I think they're fine. I had them assigned to my side stick in FlightSim 2020.
Civil traffic, section 2, Golf Kilo, line up and wait runway.
I daren't press them though until I've assigned them now.
3 miles.
GD says I was going to get 24 FlightSim 2024 at the weekend, but just paid £720 for a crown. Ouch. Flying Walnut, mate, thank you so much for the T1 result. Really kind of you. Thanks so much, mate.
Airborne, passing 1,800 feet, turning left to climb where it's ready to share departure.
Bit of traffic on Unicorn.
Triple traffic, section 2, Golf Kilo, taking off runway 4.
The problem is, Thomas, I don't think it would affect it here. Because we're in the air, I don't think it makes any difference. Is that Schiphol down there? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, 3 runways. 1, 2, 3. I have got Flight Tampa's Schiphol installed as well.
Eagle traffic, Nangolo 145 Airbus 300, taxi to holding point 07, runway 24 via...
Definitely missing strobe lights of other aircraft. Bernard says he would have waited to buy it yesterday, but now he's seen the Phoenix.
Takeoff for section 2, Golf Kilo, joining taxiway.
So, I am going to now check. In fact, are we at top of climb yet? Nearly. Pepin Valley says there's a lot of clarity in the sim. Yeah, more so than I think there was, particularly at night in FlightSim 2020. So, there's definitely advantages and disadvantages. That is for sure. What's that say? Just testing a new feature. Have a great flight. Who's that from?
FS2 Golf 3 Golf Kilo.
Easy 2743. Who's
on
that?
Sierra 4 taxi, Sierra 7 via...
Seems like it worked anyway. Look at the reflections up there in the haze, the clouds. I mean, that looks great. And I think, do you know what? This is what I've been calling for. Oh, look at the stars. The galaxy. In a galaxy far, far away. No, what I was about to say, the stars, finally. This is what I was wanting since Flight Sim 2020 came out, and I hated it at night in Flight Sim 2020. The stars were all big blobs, and they're not big blobs in real life. They're little dots. They are now pinpricks. That is exactly how it should seem. So, really glad we've finally now got proper, well, there's not sure how visible the galaxy is over the top of Amsterdam, but the stars look like stars. There's Orion, there's Orion's belt, pointing to the North Star down there, below the horizon somewhere. Over the North Sea then we'll have the wind farms, which is what I believe you can see now underneath us. Those lights. Not all flashing in sync red. Do you know what I would like to see? Because I think I've got it turned on. Oh, I might not have. I might have turned it off when I was messing about earlier. But I love the fact that we've got live shipping now. I think that's really, really nice. Goofy says you can also hover the mouse over the binder key and press the backspace to delete it. I did when I first started. I could do that. I can't seem to do that now, and I don't know why.
We have now reached cruising altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you that we will begin our snack and drink service shortly. We have some delightful options available, including our delicious chicken salad and the classic cheese and ham sandwich. After the service, we will also have articles from the Easyjet shop available for purchase. Please remember that we only accept card payments, as cash is no longer accepted. Thank you for your attention.
Right, so we're now at cruising altitude. We've got Mach Alt. What was our cruising altitude tonight? It was 38,000 feet, wasn't it? Did I put it in wrong? 3.9. No, that's wrong. 3.8. Maybe I did put it in wrong. There we go. Alt cruise. Set TCAS to below. Cycle through the SD pages. Make sure nothing is amber or flashing or looks odd. We've still got fuel, unlike the other flight we did a few weeks ago. That VOR looks very bright. Passengers, I think, are comfy. 22, 23 degrees, rather than being frozen. Yeah, that's fine. Check on the overhead. And all lights are extinguished. Perfect. Yeah, I think seeing the Milky Way in the bright daylight probably isn't that realistic, is it? I can't say as I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it, actually. You've got to be in the right place, haven't you? Christian says the bad thing about the night flight streams is the decompression from the video and makes the dark clouds look a bit blockier for the viewers. Oh, that is a shame. Obviously, I'm looking at something that looks a lot better then for that. But the glow on the horizon, I do like that. Someone asked me, have I got the FSLTL models in twice, or am I just sharing them? I've actually got them in twice at the moment, but I have downscaled them, so I've not got the full whack of textures. Traffic behind us, that's fine. We'll do a fuel check when we get to Mimva. And Easy Ops says we were 31 minutes late. I've not been that late for a while. So in terms of some more key binding issues then, I really hope these safe. I don't want to have to do this for every Phoenix aircraft I do, which is the specific controls. I don't want specific controls. I just want... I only fly a very limited amount of aircraft, so I want the same things for every aircraft. It was easy in Flight Sim 2020. It's complex now. So if I go here, let me search by different inputs. What we got here? Yeah. Oh my God! Look at all this lot. Joystick button 7. No, we don't need that. Increase door lights. Oh, the problem is it takes that long to go through and delete everything, which is a real pain. Man, I hope you're having a good flight. Chris Hogg's in the chat. Chris, mate, thank you so much. Sorry I've missed that. Says, hope this helps the flight. Thank you so much, Chris, for your support and your £2 super chat there. Really generous of you. Have you made the switch, Chris? Or will you be making the switch to Flight Sim 2024, or are you going to stick with 2020? I do get it. I know why people are sticking with 2020, because it works. And you see people like me struggling with 2024 and all this stuff here. So how many things were assigned to that one button? Toggle landing gear. See? No. Decrease flaps. I really just need to go through and get rid of everything, don't we? Brakes. So the buttons I'm pressing at the moment are these ones over here, and there's so much on it at the moment. Adrian, mate, welcome to our training level captain membership. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Great to have you on board this flight this evening. We've got a nice master caution, which isn't important. We'll disregard that in a minute. Increase flaps. Right, good. They're all done now. Delete that. Oh, I'm going to have to go through and remap all of my buttons to take advantage of the custom views in a bit. Disregard. That's done. That was another pilot, guys, so yeah, it's not air traffic control. Jayhawk says it took him and Nick all afternoon to take everything out that wasn't needed. Oh, I can't even bother to do that. The problem is you find out that something is bound at the worst possible moment, don't you? That's when you do not want it. Right, let's do a fuel check then. So we're at Mimvar at the moment. Let's have a look at our flight log. Oh, is this going to work? It might not work, but the FB is still a bit bugged. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Mimvar. And we took 6.5 tons of fuel. Plug fuel, I think, was 6 tons. I need to double check that now. Yeah, 6 tons plus 200 kilogram extra. So that's so we've got about 700 kilograms extra on board. Assuming all is working. 700 kilograms, about 4.4. Sorry, 4.4 tons of fuel on board where we are at the moment. A quick look says we've got 4.2. That's a little bit less. We were on the ground for a while, but it's okay. Dark says, is it you or do the screens look misty? I don't think so. You might be getting cataracts. Getting old. Chris, so you will be getting flights in 2024, but not yet. Yeah, that's fine. I think lots of people would say the same. So, Mad Max, is Flight Sim 24 working with VATSIM? Yes. Yes, it is now. Campbell, is the rig handling 24 okay? It seems to be. Seems to be. Look at that. You can... Oh, do I like that? So you can see now we're approaching the coast of the UK. You can see where the cities are. You see the light pollution. What do we think? Meta Hamburg. Does anyone here have problems with blurry textures on the ground at cruise level? I think that is a lot to do with streaming. And that's why people are getting that. I've managed to try and mitigate it with my latest graphics settings. Check out the video on that if you haven't done so already. Steve calls in the chat. Hey Steve. Hope you're doing well. Angus, have I tried the weather radar? Is it working in 2024? No, it's still exactly... It's the same as 2020. There's been no change there, Angus, I'm afraid. Bemba, has the performance improved? What, you mean the overall performance of the sim? Definitely. Definitely. Campbell says light pollution is real. It is! Of course it's real. How real is, or how well it's been depicted is interesting. I mean, if it's cloudy over there, it probably makes sense. Don't know how cloudy it is. You almost get a feel of a slight curvature of the Earth as well. Do you see it, or is that just me and my eyes? Mash says might be late to the party with Lido charts. Yes. Proper Lido charts. Here they are. Look. I think these are great. Now, we actually need to pull up the charts for our destination. Where we're going? Edinburgh. How do I get that, actually? I've got... What are the charts for Edinburgh? That's annoying. Alright guys, anyone that's played a bit more with the EFB, how do we get the arrival airport charts? I've got the flight plan in there. We've got Dusseldorf to Edinburgh. I'll click that. Does that give us the charts? Oh no, but it does give us some weather, which is quite useful. And ATC frequencies. That's quite cool. Oh, it's just changed. No, that's weird. Mash says, is this instead of Navigraph but built into the sim? Yes, it is, and it's free. Christian, the more you drink, the more curvy the Earth looks. James Hood says the Earth's flat, apparently. I love the fact that the Flat Earth Society have members all around the globe. Think about that. Mark says click on the route at the top and then click on the eye next to the destination app. Oh, I see. So yeah, okay. So I'd clicked on that for Dusseldorf to get that, and then presumably, yeah, the chart's there. Oh, so I kind of did it involuntary there, didn't I? So yeah, we're going to be on 2-4. We want arrivals. That's from the south, presumably. Yeah, this will be the arrival we're coming in on. I forget the name of it. I wish the mouse scroll wheel worked on here. It doesn't. You've got to press the button. We're coming in via Apged. So Apged, Haven, Tartan. Tartan Army. Do not proceed beyond Tartan without agency clearance. Yeah, that's fine. We've done this long. So basically, if there's no agency around from Tartan, we vector ourselves in and around and have a beautiful approach all the way to 4. Bernard says, now I've heard say intentions. I'm surprised Microsoft didn't add AI ATC, given how hard they're going on with the integrated cockpit AI into everything. That's a good point. The fact they even call it cockpit, don't they? Would make sense. I'm just looking at the light pollution over there. I think, I don't know, I quite like it, but I'm wondering, is it a tad too much? It might get changed. Bernard, is the Easyjet AI thing expensive? It seems rather good. Oh, you mean Entourage, which is the cabin crew from Say Intentions. I can't remember. Why are the seatbelt signs still on? Oops. All those people with crossed legs. Now let's put the toilets out of use. So, it's a one-off payment. I forget how much it is, but I think it's worth it. I think it's really cool. You know, I think the servers are a bit slow tonight with it. Maybe there's lots of people using it. But you can sort of say, hey Caroline, when you get a moment, could you bring me a glass of water, please? And, you know, with a bit of luck, if you're not too busy, she'll come back and answer you. You've heard us as well speak to the...
Of course, Captain. I'll bring you a glass of water right away.
Oh, she's lovely. You've heard her speak to the passengers. It tells them, you know, the flight number, where they're going from, where they're going to. It also has built-in emergencies as well. So, like, we were doing a flight the other day, and one of the cabin crew members says we've got a passenger who's not feeling well, kind of thing. So it's right, okay, well, is there a doctor on board, kind of thing? How serious is it, you know? Have they turned blue yet, kind of thing, which is really neat. The Say Intentions team, they seem to have a lot of power behind them. They are really, really pushing this. I think it's something that they're not in it for the short haul. This is a long haul, and what's more, it seems to be getting better and better every week. We've got the new pushback feature, which is coming soon. That will also be part of Entourage, so that's a one-time purchase from them as well. Brian says it's one-off, $49. Yeah, and it's going to be upgraded all the time as well. F16, why did I lose control during the takeoff? It happened to me also. Thought it was a bad internet connection. No, it seems that Microsoft Flight Simulator, in its ultimate wisdom, by default maps one of the axes in my Thrustmaster thrust levers to the brake pressure. So as I applied forward power, it also applied brakes to the left-hand side, and that's why we went off. At least that's what I hope happened, because we'll find out when we land if something similar happens. Trinity, will we do a video on the Flyby A380? What, in Flight Sim 2024? Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think that is a great aircraft. Love that aircraft. The problem is, if I'm flying that aircraft, I want to fly it on a real world route, which means I need to find quite a bit of time to do it. Carl, brand new pushback. You've just tuned in. Yes, it's Say Intentions in their AI. It's brilliant. I love the fact you can talk to it and it will respond to you, and you can talk to it just like a human. So, estimated time, looking to get into Edinburgh about 10:30. So, hey Caroline, just letting you know, we're looking to get into Edinburgh at about 10:30 local time. Alex, can you use Entourage with ACC? Yes, you can, because Entourage isn't the air traffic control time.
Captain, I'll keep an eye on the time and prepare the cabin for arrival.
I love that. See, just keep an eye on the time, prepare the cabin for arrival. That's just what you want. So this is Say Intentions, the sort of interface for it, and I've turned air traffic control off. Now we've not got air traffic control on at the moment. I can turn it on, and you can use it alongside VATSIM. In fact, if I'm going to do that, one minute, I need to just check something before we do this, because I could end up completely ruining my plane thanks to the key binding effects. So let me just check on here. What's that bound to? Nose wheel steering axis. Why would that? What? No, joystick button 1. Right, that's not assigned to anything. That's fine. Joystick button 2. Right, just get rid of that for a minute. Delete that. delete that. Good. The reason I've just deleted those is because the 2 buttons at the top is what I use to contact air traffic control in say intentions. So if I now turn that back on, we can contact centre, I think, on 134.39. There it is.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, Amsterdam radar. Expect the ILS runway 24 approach into Edinburgh. Gap 1 echo arrival. Descent coming up in about 15 minutes. Just let me know if you want sooner.
Expect the ILS runway 24 into Edinburgh via the Agby 1 echo arrival, and we'll let you know if we require early descent. Easy 34 Alpha Mike. So yeah, say intentions is great. You can use it alongside VATSIM, and I do like it. And they're working on traffic injection as well.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, London control identified. Cleared direct NLAX.
Oh, that's nice. Cleared direct NLAX for Easy 34 Alpha Mike. Gives you a little direct as well without asking. That's pretty cool. Except I don't want NLAX. Is NLAX behind us? It might be. Oh no, it isn't. It's where we're going to anyway. It's not a direct. It's just as I've reactivated it, and it's just worked out where we are and things, so that's fine. So just say, yeah. Cleared direct NLAX, Easy 34 Alpha. So we have now got some air traffic control from Say Intentions. Brian says Say Intentions is going to operate the jetways by voice. Yes, it is. Looking forward to showcasing that for you in the future. See, if I've got Say Intentions operating the jetway, operating the tug, and it just works without profiles and things, that's great. The one thing I'm missing, the one thing I've never yet seen in the sim, this sim, is passengers. I've not got GSX installed yet. I've not seen passengers yet, so I do not know how to get those. Right, of course, whilst we are using Say Intentions, we do need to make sure that 122.8, sorry, is monitored. That's our Unicom frequency. It's very important that we do monitor that. When we get towards Edinburgh, we will not use the Say Intentions air traffic control because we want to be on Unicom broadcasting, so everyone knows where we are. Alex says Entourage doesn't work with GSX. Not tried it yet, Alex, but they kind of are going to be doing the same thing, so I would suggest probably not. Alex, do you need to turn off the Fenix announcements if using Entourage? Yeah, I did. Right, so coming up on the Humber, I think, now, aren't we? In front of us? Yeah, Humberside's down there. Grey Wildcat says perhaps all the passengers refuse to travel until the bugs are ironed out. Well, that's fair. Would you want to get in an aircraft with bugs? Bernard says he saw a stream where the ATC and passenger voices are awful. I suppose in the world now where we've got AI, which is pretty good, there's no real excuse. Nika Fox, good evening, mate. Thank you for joining us at 38,000 feet. Carl says I want to try some different airspace. We have Sunday night ops down in New Zealand, where most of the country's online. Sunday night ops, what's that going to be for us? That's going to be Monday morning ops, isn't it? Monday morning ops, for me, consists of fighting with 4 children to get them out the door on time. Mario, mate, thank you for the sub. And Alex says just flying into Heathrow from Jersey at sunset.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, contact Scottish Control on 118.78.
Has to be said that the lighting is stunning. I must admit, the sunset sunrises look very good in 2024, don't they? Over to Scottish now, 118.78, Easy 34 Alpha Mike. Wasp, would I get on an aircraft with bugs? Do I mean a Boeing? Yes. Wasp, I do. Scottish Control, good evening. Easy 34 Alpha Mike, flight level 380.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, Scottish Control identified. Good evening.
So that is the River Humber down there and the Humber estuary. Let's just nip outside with the drone, see how clear things look down there. And I can see Humberside Airport glowing blue. Jacob Bego, is the game playable now? I would say so. I mean, we've not made it to our destination yet, but fingers crossed, touch wood. I was just looking to see if I could see the Humber Bridge there. It's around here somewhere, isn't it? Maybe we're a bit too far away. It depends what the LOD requires for it. Lee, not on the 320. What I do need to do is I need to jump in. I want to try and jump in and do the fly the Cessnas to see how realistic they are compared to the real ones we fly. Christian, you're off tonight, early day tomorrow. Good night, Christian. Hopefully you'll see we arrive safe and sound at Edinburgh in the morning. It's probably too dark to tell how blurry it is, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I think the Humber Bridge has literally just come into view. You can just see it now. Generous, when I choose beyond ATC over say intentions right now with the price run. I haven't tried beyond ATC in flights in 2024 just yet. We'll have to have a look at it. But I don't know. They both do very similar things. I think I prefer the AI of, say, intentions. The unscriptedness of it, I really like. Richard, will I be doing one of the new routes from Leeds? Which one, Richard? Which one in particular? Douglas, mate, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Subscribing for 7 months, mate. That is incredible. Thank you for your support. Emmanuel, do I think PMDG will make us pay to import their products from 2020 to 2024 for the products that they've already got? For the products you've already got? I can't answer that, mate. I've no idea. I don't know what their plan is. Cancel master caution, get rid of that, clear recam, disregard. I don't know what their model is going to be. It's too difficult to say. At the end of the day, if, and it's obviously a big if, but if it is requiring a lot of work for developers to move from 24 to 20, from 20 to 2024, then do we begrudge them charging a small upgrade fee? So they will have to spend hours and hours and hours doing it and upgrading it. So I'm just thinking, I don't know, I'm trying to see it from both sides, I guess. Yes, we've already paid £60–70 for your aircraft or whatever, and now you've got to pay again for the new simulator. Of course, no one makes you move to the new simulator, do they? So I'm trying to pretend I'm working for the BBC here and be impartial to see it both sides. Yes, it's annoying as a consumer because we've already bought it once. Why should we have to pay for it again? But the developers have had to work several hundred hours to get it ready for the new sim, so I don't know. Salama ASA, mate, thank you so much for supporting us. Welcome to our first Officers Club. I really appreciate your support. Right, shall we grab some? Should we grab some ATIS? See what's happening in Edinburgh, and we'll look at preparing our arrival. So there's no ATC online, sadly, in Edinburgh, from what I can see. Let's bring up the tablet and get some information. So general weather then, we've got here wind at the moment. Oh, that's dropped quite nicely. We've got 250.15. That's just confirming that we are going to be on runway 24 for landing. That's a nice approach. We've got the fourth bridge over to our right hand side then as we will be coming into land, so that's pretty cool. And we're on the Archimedes 1 Echo arrival. Cat 1 conditions, and the QNH is 995 hectopascals. So set that. There we go. Starting to send about 10 minutes, but just like ATC, the cabin crew now. Hey guys, just letting you know we will probably be starting descent in around 10 minutes time. That's cabin crew informed.
Understood, Captain. I'll prepare the cabin for descent.
Okay, so yeah, the weather's all good. Let's just go through the box then. I'll start to prepare this. So flight plan, we've just seen it's all okay. We've got the discontinuity there, that's fine after Tartan, that is how it would appear. Then we'll vector ourselves in for the ILS approach. Radnav page, let's have a look at the charts for the arrivals from the south. That's this one. There's nothing on there, it's not the one I wanted. It is ILS 24. I love the way you can filter these as well, and it does it very, very quickly, which is nice. Wait for this to come up.
Easy-34 Alpha Mike, cleared our Gap 1 Echo arrival into Edinburgh. Whenever you'd like, descend and maintain flight level 260.
Descend flight level 260 for Easy-34 Alpha Mike. We don't need to send just yet, we've got a few miles to go. Get a nice sea day in if we can. Okay, so we're going to obviously be coming in from Tower, then we'll just come in and around. Just looking for, it is EDN in the Radnav page, we'll get that in. Echo Delta November, in case we need it. Echo Golf Papa Hotel 24, that's our arrival, get that in there. Oh, cost index, that should go back to 4, never mind. Doesn't matter now anyway. We'll do a landing calculation as well in a moment. Second flight plan, copy active, that's fine. Let's do the perf page. So just grab the weather for it. QNH as we've just seen is 995 hectopascals. Temperature is 7. Winds are 250.15. What I really need now, and I hope it comes, I don't know whether it will or not, I hope it does, do conflict 3 landing, I want to be able to get this on my tablet, my iPad. I think if we can do that, that would be brilliant. Bernard, we're still on VATSIM, but we are backed up by say intentions air traffic control. So that's fine. The minimums for the approach, because I can't remember them off by heart. It is right. We're doing Cat 1, it's 300. There you go. Right, just do a landing calculation. So we're going to land 63.1, we'll do 63.5 tons for the landing calculation. Refresh the matter, it is dry, so that's fine. Ooh, is this working? 63.5. Okay, that works. It's not automatically applying the METAR, is it? So 25015. Can I type that in? Oh, this is annoying. There, enter that. Temperature 6. And 995. Enter. Flaps 3, flaps 3 are fine then. Landing distance available, landing distance required. Oh, maybe not. Landing distance required, 277. Landing distance available, 2553. Something doesn't seem right there. Alright, well, we'll play it safe. We'll go flaps 4 for the landing then. Brian, yeah, it's a bit slow, isn't it, at the moment with the mouse, but they'll work it out. Okay, so that's going to be 138. Okay, let's begin our descent then, flight level 260. We'll run through the quick brief for the arrival, which is pretty straightforward into Edinburgh. Descent 260 blue. Down we go. Okay, so let's have a look at the charts for the arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have begun our approach to Edinburgh. Please return to your...
Huffy, is there a need for Navigraph now? Still needed for the AIRAC, yes. That's the thing. Right, so if you're joining us, welcome. We are now on our descent in towards the approach for Edinburgh. So just run through the arrival brief. Just nip through the weather again. As you can see that we've got winds 15 knots to 5, so mostly a headwind, got good visibility, low pressure, but the winds are a lot better than we thought they were going to be. We'll drop out the clouds about 4,500 feet, so that's good. Aircraft, we've not broken anything with regards to that, so that's fine. Let's have a look how we're going to fly the approach then. So we are on the... Ooh, come on, update. It is a little bit slow to update this, but we can perhaps forgive it for that. We'll get better. So we're on the Red 1 Echo arrival coming in here. Flight level 260, as you can see, that's what we're descending down to. We've got 250 constraint there at Haven. Then Tartan will aim to be flight level 70 at Tartan 230. So at this point, we'll probably look to be a green dot, not much after Tartan. No ATCs, we'll then vector ourselves up, flying a sort of north-northeast heading around here. Then we'll vector ourselves to pick up that ILS approach. Let's go over the ILS approach then, which is here in a moment. There we are. So, flying sort of this circle here, and it's a pretty straightforward approach. So as we're coming in, we'll be green dot. Flaps 1 as we get a little bit closer to it. Flaps 2 as we pick up the glide slope. MSA is 39, a little bit of a terrain beneath us as we're going, and then 30 once we're on the ILS. Just need to confirm that we've got the right frequency because there's a common ILS frequency for that. So need to make sure that we have got the correct ILS frequency, which we'll do once it shows there on the bottom. Let's have a look. We're doing Cat 1 arrival. Minimums 300. 201 displaced threshold. Normal 3-degree glide slope. Pappies on the left as we're coming in. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet. Let's talk about any threats then. You've not seen the ground chart. Most of you have probably done Edinburgh anyway, but I will just bring that up. Let's have a look at the parking chart facility. Let's come up. There it is. Oh, hang on. That's not the right chart. That's not the right chart. Try that one. Here we go. So yeah, we'll be looking to park at the main apron. Any of these stands are Easyjet stands, and just the overall airport chart. Basically, vacate to the left, either on Bravo or Alpha. Backtrack on Alpha. Enter the apron via Echo, and then pull there. So the threats for this. The biggest threat for us is the terrain on our approach. Just bring that chart back up. You will see it. It's this one just here. Here we go. So yeah, as you can see, then we've got terrain as we're going down there, which is why we always need to maintain above 3,000 feet as well. But obviously we'll do that. So that's our biggest threat. The go around then, if we need to go around, that's straightforward. It's literally straight out and climb 3,000 feet. So on this approach, 3,000 feet will get us once we're capturing the ISO and on the way down. Other than the threat, we've got no air traffic control, so it's quite important. Comms on Unicom will come off beyond ATC air traffic control. Not beyond ATC, I would say intentions air traffic control. We're doing that. But yeah, it's very, very straightforward coming into Edinburgh. If we do need to go around, we'll go around, climb out runway track, 3,000 feet, and then we will fly to the north, not the south. We'll fly to the north, go around, and we'll go. So I think that should cover everything. So we're in the descent still. Shaminator, how do you get the latest Eric into the Phoenix? In FlightSim 2024, it's automatic, because FlightSim 2024 has the latest AirAC cycle. Anyway, so the flight plan, what we're doing. Oh yes, we're just going to give ourselves a little helping hand here. If we get in Echo, Golf, Papa, Hotel, runway 24, platform altitude 3,000, so that's 9 miles out. Get a radius ring around that, and then we're going to use that as a sign. Dark Fury, taxi stand 3,000. Dark, why are you not on the ground anyway? You can control.
Descend and maintain flight level 140.
Descend, maintain flight level 140, Easy 34 Alpha Mike. Yeah, you can hop onto ATC. Are you still only rated for the ground? Can you not do tower yet, Dark? Alex, do we not need navigraph at all now? I don't want to say. If you're going to use SimBrief, you're going to still need it, because you need the AirAC cycle in SimBrief. Tristan, am I using the FCU unit? What do you mean, my hardware? No, it's not working. Not yet. Shaminator in FlightSim 2020. In that case, you do need Navigraph. You need to purchase a Navigraph subscription so you can get AirAC cycles and then install it via their manager. Alex, would I say the flight planning on FlightSim 2024 is a good enough alternative to SimBrief? No. No. SimBrief. What SimBrief gives me... hang on. It gives me this. SimBrief gives me this. And this is what I want. This is a real-world operational flight plan. It's not real-world, but it looks exactly the same as the real-world flight plan. And Microsoft Flight Simulator cannot give you that. We've got an Eagle Wind saying, can we keep the speed up behind us? God, that's getting turbulent. That is getting turbulent. Look at that. Might have to get the seatbelt signs on there. I see? Okay. Might just have to tell them we're going to have to get the passengers sat down early. Toilets will be going out of order. I do like the fact it doesn't fly on rails. Dr. Magic, can you import a SimBrief flight plan into Microsoft Flight Simulator's EFB? I think you can import, yeah, because you can save the flight plan in SimBrief, can't you? You can save it in SimBrief and then import it into Flight Simulator. Excuse me. But you don't get the operational flight plan, and it's the operational flight plan that you want. That's what I want, anyway. I can look at the operational flight plan, and you can pretty much tell exactly how that flight is going to go. Tristan, how far from the airport can you get the 80s in real life before contacting the arrival? Yes, Tristan, normally. But there's two of you to do it. One of you can grab it while the other one flies and listens to monitors air traffic control. And you can get it sort of 100, 150 miles away. Chris, you have a very bright cockpit. How do you fix that? Turn the dome light off, Chris? Is it? It's not this switch up here, is it? That one. Yeah, if you're in the Airbus, it's this one here, the dome light. Turn that off. Desperado, good evening. You can turn these screens down if you need to. Do you know what I would like to see? And God, I hope Dan's not in the chat. One of the really good things about X-Plane that I've seen the OrbX do is they have got blue lights, emergency vehicles. Just occasionally you'll see them zipping down the roads with the blue lights flashing. I think that is really, really nice piece of immersion. Really, really cool. I like that. It's getting a bit bumpy, isn't it? I can feel it. Hey Caroline, we're going to get the seatbelt signs on early because it's looking a little bit turbulent coming into Edinburgh. Looking to be there on the ground in about 20 minutes. So, get the seatbelt signs on. This is default turbulence.
I'll prepare the cabin and ensure everyone is seated with their seatbelts fastened.
Seatbelts on. Brian says there was a P3D add-on for blue lights, but they were everywhere. That kind of ruins the immersion then, doesn't it? See, I always had turbulence on in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Never experienced it. Not like this. This seems a little bit better. Alex says the camera crew always call Caroline, or can you change the name? Oh, Alex, there's hundreds of different camera crew you can choose from. We just have Caroline. Dark says there is an emergency light mod for 2020. Is there, Dark? I've not seen that. I might have to look into it. Robert celebrating his first month of channel membership. Robert, mate, thank you so much for your support. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here tonight. Carl is heading off for his final exam of the year. Carl, good luck, my friend. You won't need it. You'll be fine. We all have faith, don't we, guys? Enjoy, and hopefully see you next time, Carl. Jackson, you have a mid-range PC. It runs all right on 2020. Is it going to be the same on 2024? Mine seems to be doing okay, if I'm being honest. And I wouldn't say I've got a high-spec PC. Definitely not. Brad Easy, good evening. Flying into my local and my old CC base. Are you no longer Edinburgh based then, Brad? What's the telex we've got here? Stand 1A. Could it get any better? Stand 1A. Where's that? Okay, that is. Oh, I couldn't remember which way round they were. This one's right in the backside. Right, speed constraints coming up, so in fact I'll not do that. We'll just wind it down, speed 250. Diver says it's called the South Oak Co emergency lights. Yeah, I've not seen that. It'd be interesting to see how that works. Right, thrust out 11% and 70 blue. We're now going to come off St. Engines. ATC. So ATC is now gone. We're going to get back onto Unicom. 122.8. Robert, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Bernard, yeah, we've got the beautiful Perigee scenery, which looks stunning. Right, just so we can help plan with our descent, just clear that discontinuity there. That'll just help a little bit. And we can see we're going to level off 70 just here. We're a bit above the profile, so we might need to utilise this point. And a bit of traffic on comms as well, so start to concentrate now. Clouds look great. Do like those.
And then MSFS Easyjet, on the look left. And we have 200 like that.
10,000 feet, we've got the landing lights on. Come through that cloud layer, we'll also pop on the anti-ice as well.
Captain, the cabin is ready.
Wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our final approach into Edinburgh, please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Kindly ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened. Thank you for your cooperation.
See the airport in the distance with the glowing blue lights. Right, so let me set a decent VS rate for this now. Oh, there we go. That should work for us. So VS 900, 3000 blue, approach checklist. So the bar F QNH is 995 hectopascals. Seatbelt signs are on, minimums 300. Auto brake, we use auto brake low. Engine boost selector to normal, and the EFB is stowed. Edinburgh traffic Easy 34 Alpha Mike is now leaving Tartan and heading 00 to intercept ILS runway 24, speed 250.
And shuttle 17 X-ray, Edinburgh traffic is clear, runway 24.
Just to save some frame rates as we're coming.
Edinburgh traffic Easy 146 Charlie is turning final at runway 24, and good evening to Gav and the Easyjet flight sim possibly behind me.
There's plenty of people watching you. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch you land. I've got a bezel in the way. So I can get a nice CDA in, that would be pretty decent. India Tango Hotel identified, and we'll activate our approach phase. Cabin crew, 5 minutes to landing. McLaughlin Carthy's relay cars work with 24.
I'll prepare the cabin for landing.
I've not checked that yet. So I can just see there's an aircraft out here. It's 15-mile final. So in order to sort of tuck in behind him, let's just help with that downwind a little bit. And as we're now vectoring ourselves, we'll go to our direct page, hit that, hit the beam points in. Oh, didn't mean that. I want the radial in. There we go, extended runway center line, insert, and pull.
Edinburgh traffic, going 43 Yankee,
Flaps
speed 220, inbound ILS 24.
And that's a lot of rubbish. Let's start slowing down. .600 feet per minute, so we are going to lose speed quite happily. Tuck in behind this guy. I think the clouds look good. Night lighting looks okay. Maybe a bit bright. Problem is, because traffic doesn't show strobe lighting at night just yet, it's not easy to see the other aircraft, so I am really relying on TCAS. So he's like there, isn't he? Flaps 1, speed's checked now, Flaps 1. Slow down to speed, that'll be fine. Yeah, I can't see that other aircraft anywhere. Hey Organ, good evening. Brian says there's far too many lights in 5 just there.
Edinburgh traffic, easy 146, Charlie is on final 24, 9 miles.
9 mile final. By the time we've joined him, we're going to be about 5 miles behind him, so that's going to be fine. Let's make the turn then, onto final.
And traffic easy, Takeoff landing one way to front.
The performance of the Phoenix feels pretty good, to be honest with you. Quite happy with that. Okay, I'll collect all blue Catherine dual to pilot 1 and 2. Salt Sus is, yeah, it's because it's not getting streamed in. That is a very good point. It's actually installed, isn't it? This is what we need for all the aircraft. Curtis says he's just tuned in. Phoenix and VATSIM worked seamlessly. do like this cloud layer hanging above. I think this looks really good. Bernard, but it would stream the aircraft, then catch it straight away. You would think that.
Traffic Easyjet.
Not so sure.
The case runway too far. Runway is cleared. Forget about the crew. Take care. It's a little bit bumpy.
Right, 2.9 tons is our fuel. That's enough for a go around, another go. CNR's 2.2. Lockstar. German flight sim.
Traffic
It's
going
very
for
bright.
Yankee turning base, radar 24.
Edinburgh traffic EZ34 Alpha Mike establishing now ILS 2413 miles. Speed 190.
Edinburgh traffic, easy 146 Charlie, short final runway 243 miles.
So looks like the spacing for all of us that are coming on without ATC is grand. So that is that's perfect. Hey, Mercer Blue, good to see you. Said nothing worth him on the Xbox. Unfortunately, got a refund for it. I would imagine if you tried it now, it would be okay. But that initial influx of hundreds of thousands of people didn't work. Servers were just completely overloaded. Wolf says he likes the new brighter lights. I don't mind the light. I think the lights in the city could do toning down maybe a fraction. The lights at the airport really need toning down. Particularly the blue taxi aging lights. They are wow. Okay, so we're flaps 1 at the minute. Normally go flaps 2 by the time we get the glide. We've got a really nice strong headwind, so I'm not going to be too quick to get flaps 2 out. We need it by 2,000 feet though, just because that's SOPs. So InScore says the blue taxi lights can be seen from space. Indeed they can. Brian, we have got Pyregee's Edinburgh version 2 installed. Right, that's glide slope star, mid approach altitude 3,000 feet, that's set. Cabin crew seats for landing.
Understood, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
So guys, if you haven't done so yet, but you have enjoyed our flight tonight in the Fenix, VATSIM, FSLTL, model matching, seems, touch wood, to all be working. We've also got the entourage system working as well from Say Intentions. Please do give us a like. Remember as well, if you're purchasing anything from the Contrail store, use the discount code there on screen. And if you want to support us further when purchasing from Innobuilds, then there's a link in the video description which also helps support us as well. Right, let's do this landing.
You're 43 Yankee ILS, runway 24, 14 miles.
Right, let's push minus speed, gear down.
Edinburgh traffic, correction, easy 146 Charlie, vacated runway 24.
Spoilers armed. Flaps 2, speed's checked. Flaps 2. Very late flap 2 call. I was enjoying the wind helping us down. Flaps 3. Speed's checked. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin secured, go around altitude 3,000 feet. ECAM memo, landing no blue. Right, let's see how she handles in 2024. And let's see if I've managed to sort out my thrust lever key bindings, otherwise we might end up taxiing and landing like Dark Fury. Mersey Blues, no, we're not on any server. Well, we are, we're on the VATSIM server. What about disengaged? I have control. Look at that headwind, 37 knots.
$1,000
feet. Oh, ground speed minute really having to do its thing. We'll check a replay out as well afterwards, so stick around for that. Continue. We're stable. Bit turbulent, that's okay. Drift off the centre line a little bit. 2 reds, 2 whites. It is gusty.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Oh, come on, get down, get down, get down.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Get down. Why are you going
20. Retard.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
5.
Just in the landing zone. That wanted to float a lot. I know we've got a good headwind, but I didn't put that much back pressure in. Manual brakes. Roll to the end and left turn. We really need to get rid of those taxi ribbons as well. God, those are bright. I've never seen anything so bright in my life.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed in Edinburgh, and what a landing it was. The captain did a fantastic job bringing us down safely. Now, as we taxi to the gate, please remain seated.
Edinburgh traffic runway 24 vacated.
Please stop. Edinburgh is a beautiful city,
Thank you, Eurowings 43 Yankee short final runway 24.
including the famous Edinburgh Castle. The weather here is quite chilly, with a temperature of 6 degrees Celsius and clear skies, so make sure to bundle up if you're heading out. Thank you for flying with Easyjet UK today. On behalf of the captain, Easyjet Simplet, first officer and the entire crew, including my lovely colleagues Sarah, Mike and Tom, we wish you a pleasant stay in Edinburgh.
Definitely need to work out how to get rid of these lights. They're blinding. I mean, the green lights and blue lights are bad enough, but when you throw the taxi ribbon in, ouch! John Cully, why do I have such an old PC? Well, I don't really know. Well, no, I do. It's because I've got kids to feed. if you want the actual reason, that's why. Is it under assistance options, Andy? We'll get that off if we can. I'm not sure if I can do it. I can do the key bindings. I can't do settings, can I? Well, I'm not going to mess about with the settings while I'm taxiing. Right, I have got a replay geared up. If it works, we'll park up and then we'll do the replay. We might even also do a replay in the daylight just to see what that would look like. Manic Mama, I don't usually use the taxi ribbon because this taxi ribbon, it could be taking me anywhere. So we've got the weather radar off, we'll get the TCAS off as well. High-speed taxi. Do we need an add-on linker for flights from 2024? I've never used one. I've never used one, so... I didn't even use one for 2020. That looks better now. I can't see that silly taxi ribbon thing. I love this airport. Paulina says add-on linker has already been updated for both. Oh, there you go. So if you do use it. See, some aircraft have wheels, some don't. Easyjet's new hovercraft. Organ, why haven't I turned the taxi arrows off? Because there are that many things to try and remember to do, Organ. I'm not good enough.
Edinburgh traffic, your wings 40 and indicated for 84.
Brian says his bald head is lighting the room up with the glare.
Edinburgh traffic, Easyjet 1 Alpha 10 miles, runway 24.
Here we go, our pre-assigned taxi gate. 1 Alpha. John, this is absolutely not default scenery, no. This is Perugia's Edinburgh Airport. Which is stunning. Hold on, the pre-assigned gate message came from VATSIM UK. So if you're flying on VATSIM in the UK, you get that message. Croman, does the in-game music auto play? You can turn that off if you wish. Tom, I wouldn't know. Right, let's get the parking brake on. Okay, I'm not going to turn the engines off because I'm going to attempt to do a replay. Barry says a complete flight in 2024 with the Phoenix are cause for celebration. To be fair, I agree, Brian. We've done it. On VATSIM as well, might I add. So, yeah, it made it. It made it. Just see the frame struggling a little bit. That's probably something to do with the scenery as well. So that is awesome. Should we get off VATSIM and do a replay? See what it actually looked like from the passenger view. I'll turn down the cabin lights as well because they would have been dimmed for landing, obviously. Oh, Barry, mate, thank you so much. Gifting 10 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships to our community. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Barry. Welcome to our new channel members, courtesy of Barry. Barry is an absolute legend. And yeah, really, really kind of you, Barry. Thank you so much for that. So I tried Sky Dolly a little bit earlier today, and I think it works. So this is either going to be brilliant or it's going to crash the sim. Let us find out together. Hang on. Oh, not that. Alright, here we go. Now, obviously, the Phoenix aircraft is going to have a nightmare with itself because it doesn't like replays. It's not geared up for replays. That's not what it does. Let's just get it turned on final. And there we go. Let's check her out. And see what she looks like. Yes, so I've not done anything. Sky Dolly hasn't been updated or anything like that. This is the same Sky Dolly I used for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and it appears to work. This is brilliant. I will do another replay in a bit. We might turn the lighting up. In fact, should we just turn the lighting up anyway? Or do you want to see it at night? Quick, let me know. Day or night, day or night. See what we get. Bernard, does SkyDial record the flaps? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Mark says, yeah, it's way it works for him as well. Some people say SkyDial is definitely better than the default one. Although I don't think the default one is bad. Alex Xavier says, just do both. We might do both. We might do both. Should we do a nighttime and a day one? So we actually get to see, I do think that the night lighting looks, you know, they're more like pinpricks than rather big blotches of light. Electro Soldier, is the built-in recorder bad? It's not bad, it's just clunky. It does its thing. But SkyDial is just quick, simple and easy. What I do need to experiment with is turning on more traffic. So from an immersion point of view, it's things like traffic on the roads that I really like, particularly at night, you know, just moving lights. I remember when, I think it was Flight Sim 2000 when that came out, it had moving lights on the road. It was amazing. There was no cars. You couldn't see any cars. It was just lights. Which was exactly the same as the British Airways D-level Sims for the 777 at the time, because I'd just come out of one when it came out, and I was amazed that they had moving lights as well. I think the night lighting does look a lot better, but I think it just needs toning down a touch with the brightness. But lots of people saying they prefer the night lighting. But, you know, how difficult would it be? I'm not a coder, so I have no idea, but how difficult would it be for them just to reduce the intensity of all the night lights by, the street lights and things, by, say, 30%, and the blue taxi lights at the airports by 80%? I think it'd be great. John Colley says, yeah, I don't mind flying at night on VATSIM now. It does look better. It's definitely better. We can't deny that. But yeah, stick with me because I'm going to do a replay of this. We'll do it in the daylight. Just have a look what that looks like. Romax 12, mate. Thank you for the follow. Little FPS stutter there as the airport comes in. Ooh, just as the last landing touchdown zone marker passed underneath us. Thomas says the lights close by are fine, it's the ones a mile away that are too bright. Actually, Thomas, yeah, you're probably right there. Oh, that bloody taxi ribbon. Keith, this is a downloaded airport, yes. Jean Collins says he'd say it's legal. Yeah, I would as well. I got my hands on the thrust levers. I'm like, do we need to go around? Do we need to go around? I'm like, yes, no, we're down, we're fine. Literally, just it was going through my mind, sort of split-second decision. Right, we'll go from here. We'll play that. Let's have some light. There you go. Live weather, but with different light. Brian says you're probably loading Shadow Airport too. I mean, you've just seen the weather's all changed there as well, haven't you? See, Brian, Edinburgh Airport isn't a default handcrafted Azovo airport, so it shouldn't be one. There should just be a default one there, which you never removed default airports before, though, did you? Alex says he still has night lights in the day. They are still there. I mean, I think I've set it to like dusk-ish time. McLaurin cloth. Yeah, if you could set it up yourself, that'd be alright, wouldn't it? With the lights like a slider. People can tailor it to what they want. Phantom Diablo, mate, thanks for the follow. Good to have you on board. Definitely better than 2020, isn't it? Look at this scenery. This is brilliant. This looks stunning. It is a bit stuttery though. And it wasn't like that. Funnily enough, it wasn't stuttery on approach, was it? Which is interesting. John, this is default scenery. This is default scenery, yep. There's no mods. The only mod was the airport itself. Fields look beautifully ploughed. Jeremy Clarkson didn't plough those fields. Oh, Phantom Diablo, if you flew to Tivat, that's my favourite airport to fly into. I love Tivat. Oh, sim crash. What a way to end the stream. Everything crashed there. I don't even know if you're still there anymore. What the hell happened there? I don't even know if you're still here. Can you still hear me? Microsoft Edge application error. What the hell is that? I'm still alive. The music stopped as well. I don't know if you heard. Well, you will have heard that. Literally, there was a ba-ding, and the PC just went poof. Do you know what though? Maybe it was the replay, and we saw it kind of stuttering in as well, didn't we? As it sort of, I don't know. Maybe it was a telltale sign something was about to happen. But you know what? I don't care. We flew on VATSIM. We did the full flight. We got a replay in. We saw the decent textures. I am going to be happy enough with that, and hopefully you guys will as well. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hope you have had a great stream until this point, but it doesn't matter. Guys, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your support as well. Really appreciate that. If you're not in our Discord server, guys, get in our Discord server. And of course, if you are one of our new channel members as well, make sure you link your account, and then you'll get into the VIP rooms. So Star3NK says that it is a memory issue. Please tell me that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 does not suffer from the ooms. If you know, you know. And if you do know, you're old, like me. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. As I say, there's a discount code there if you're using Contrail Store for any of your purchases. Save yourself some money. And until next time, I will, as Adrian says, see you on the next stream. Thanks so much for your support and for watching tonight, guys. I'm going to get rid of that. See you all very soon. Good evening. Bye-bye.